This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome in, everybody, to BK Dub.
BK Dub, BK Dub.
Yes. It is your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestling show, live from Illinois Media School. No Gimmicks Nick Johnston. Double D, David Dykstra, my tag team partner. How are you doing today?
I'm doing. It's the end of the week. I got 7 days until I'm on vacation. So
There we go. Count the days down to
Bye-bye.
Florida. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You go see TK in Jacksonville. No, actually,
No. This one's to PA.
No, there we go.
I got a trip in 2 weeks after I come back to Florida.
Okay. Well, there we go. Hitting the old travel bug. Make sure you got your real ID there, guy. They're going to be patting you down.
Okay with that. Now I'm getting a real ID this week, I think.
Nice.
Hopefully
there you go.
be ready to go.
That's the way to roll. That's the way to roll nowadays. Well, here we are. This is the fallout from All In, recapping Saturday night's main attraction.
Something.
It sure was. A couple other pay-per-views in between. And then we got Scotty's World. We got some money to spend because we got to create our own wrestler here, it looks like. That's pretty fun.
Already got mine.
Ooh, fun. I have to look at it a little bit more, too, myself. So, I mean, what a week. What a week for AEW fans, for wrestling fans in general. This was crazy. And then also, my experience from the Aragon Brawl Room. I'm going to get that all involved, too. So, we got a stacked show, so no need to keep previewing. Let's go ahead and start recapping from the top to the bottom. Full-on recap card for All In Texas. We got the 0 Hour, which I've yet to get to, I'll be honest with you. But the 0 Hour consisted of, let's see. Stop me when you want to talk about a match. Let's go. Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration versus the Don Callis family.
Meh. It was what it was.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Anyone who
boom,
didn't think that he was going to get over,
yeah,
you're an idiot.
How about actually the kid getting pushed? Trent Beretta.
I actually like it. Like, now he had a reason to come in there and do a spear instead of just coming in and doing a spear.
That's fair.
I don't like the fact that he was laying on the ground going,
he's got to sell it.
Get up, dust yourself off, and be like, and just give the look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right. So there you go. Big Boom AJ. I think they got the win, of course. Let's see. Sons of Texas consisting of Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara taking care of the Shane Taylor promotions. I think it was a fatal four-way, or a 8-man tag, but
it was the Von Erichs.
That's right, and then the Sons of Texas
and Sons of Texas versus the Shane
Taylor promotions.
Promotion.
Yeah.
Talk about a dude who's gotten buried. Yikes.
Finally, we'll go and we'll see Dustin and Sammy a little bit later today. And then finally, FTR and the Outrunners, looking like a pack of Newports, the Outrunners were. Fantastic gear. But I think FTR took the win here.
Yes.
So there you go. Obviously, they ended up being, well, not FTR, but later on we saw Stoke on the follow-up Dynamite, so we'll get to that a little bit later as well.
They did come out during the tag team title match.
Yes,
so
that's right. Made their presence known. They got a little bit involved. So we'll see again. We'll see, hopefully again, FTR in the title picture with Stoke on the way. But again, Copeland has something to say as well.
Jesus.
All right, away. Let's go ahead and let's get into the main card now. Recapping from top to bottom. I believe this is what was starting off with it almost in a chronological order. The trios titles opening us up, and not a like a downbeat on them, but it may have been the worst match just because. Not bad. Like just at least exciting. I wouldn't even label it
worst. My worst is. Are we talking just matches, or are we talking just for the whole card?
Just overall feel of it, I guess. And you can argue
it was low. It was not the way to start off that show.
It had a couple good spots, obviously slapping Yuta. So the trios tag team titles holders, taking on Claudio, Yuta, and Gabe Kidd, went ahead and opened up the show. see Claudio, Yuta, and Gabe Kidd all come out through the back like they usually do to kind of give you opens it up and really sees how big and how many people sold out that place. So it's kind of cool to kind of get that to start us off. But obviously Joe and the crew taking care of it.
Are we having technical issues, boys?
Oh, boy. Well, here we have it. So, yeah, the Ops taking care of Claudio, Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. But it was, of course, the action afterward that kind of took the show. It was Claudio taking out Samoa Joe with that stomp with the chair. But sidebar, as we know, Samoa Joe is kind of going off air for that Twisted Metal media. So
yeah, he's got to go do media.
Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed for Samoa Joe.
Which, to me, if Joe's got to go do media, then they should have probably dropped the titles. Unless the media is only going to be a month.
I think there's that, but however, you can kind of pivot and, hey, here comes Hook. Now Hook has the...
But see, once again, we don't know where Hook's coming from because...
We haven't seen him since.
He came out, did the whole thing with the golf club, but then looked at Joe and turned his back and went away.
Yeah, haven't seen him since.
So...
Yeah, it's a tough one. So, yeah, that opened up the show. Like I said, that took out Samoa Joe for some time. We'll see him in hopefully a little bit. Moving on to the Women's Casino Gauntlet.
It was the men's next.
Oh, it was the men's next?
Yes.
Gotcha. So on the Men's Casino Gauntlet, opening us up was Mark Briscoe coming out, and then, of course, the good old favorite MJF coming out. Overall, between both gauntlets, actually, and not a lot of returns. A couple of newbies here and there, at least on the women's side, but not a lot of big ones.
I'll say this.
Juice Robinson, a beardless Juice Robinson.
By the way, didn't know it was him.
Fair enough.
Did not know it was him when the music hit.
Yeah.
2, how about the pop for Juice?
Yeah, open
unexpectedly
time.
Really good pop for Juice Robinson.
Oh, they've been asking for Juice.
I didn't necessarily like the gear.
No, he looked. I would have to agree with a couple posts that I saw. He looked like when you're making like a creative character. That's kind of the base template you get, just like a
all black
singlet with like long hair, no beard, no facial expression, no nothing like that. So, yeah. New look we'll have to kind of get adjusted to that. It's like one of those baby videos where when their dad shaves their beard and you have to then the baby reacts and like, yeah. That's kind of how we all reacted as an audience.
I wonder how Tony likes it.
Oh my, we'll see. We'll talk about that. The tits chant, couldn't believe it. Do they blur that? Do they bleep? Oh, thank God. Oh, I love it. We're healing, folks. We're healing as a nation. I love it. But of course, into the gauntlet itself. Besides, I believe, like I said,
they might have done it on TNT. I always watch the day after on X, and on X they let everything pretty much, unless the F-bomb's thrown.
Gotcha.
They pretty much let anything else go.
Well, on to the result. MJF steals the win after Jay Driller onto Roderick Strong, and of course MJF throws Mark Briscoe out. Very heelish, very.
I'm gonna say this
simple
about
way of winning it. Go ahead.
Both gauntlets seemed very disjointed.
Yeah. It seemed like people were getting their stuff in, but off time. A lot of things were off timely.
Yeah. It just seemed both of them seemed very disjointed. The women more so than the men. I was not happy with the women's at all.
Gotcha. If anything, I thought it was about even Steven.
But the men, like...
There were spots that like I said, there were people that may have been interacting for the first time. Like I said, maybe their timing or it was not on point.
MJF, to me, this makes sense, and I'm going to get into my biggest disappointment of this later.
Yeah, I was going to ask, was there anybody else that truly deserved maybe a title shot? Of course, maybe we can.
I mean, if you're going to give Mark Briscoe a run, this might have been the time to do it. He's never been hotter.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
AEW.
That's true.
He's had some really, not to say he hadn't had good matches prior to this, but like we talked about it when they did Revolution. His and Ricochet's match may have stolen the show just because it exceeded every expectation that we thought was going to happen with that match. And I mean, he held his own versus MJF. So if there was a time to do it for Mark Briscoe, this might have been it. But other than that, no, nobody that was in there. They're not giving Ricochet a push like that, just with him forming his new faction and everything. Mm-hmm. Everyone else were mid-card guys in my eyes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, like I said, so MJF was the route, if like you said, otherwise, unless you wanted to give it to Mark Briscoe right now. So I could agree with that for sure.
Triple threat?
Was it the triple
or
threat?
The
next?
TNT? TNT was next.
On to the TNT title. This was a bit of a swerve. Not whose house, but a different route. Thought we were getting Kyle Fletcher versus Adam Cole. But of course, Adam Cole comes out, announces he'll be out for some time. Nothing really more than that. We've just been, the doctors on X kind of diagnosing him and what's wrong and how long he's going to be out for. So it's tough to tell.
It honestly, right now, to me, and I'm going to compare this to someone that's in WWE, this might be a Corey Graves kind of situation where the doctors are going, dude, you've had 3 major concussions in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You either need to
change the moveset,
or take a significant time off, see if your brain heals. If it doesn't heal, think about pivoting into either a managerial role or
that's what made him leave WWE.
I know. and to me, the irony there is really bad.
Yeah.
Or pivot into seeing if you can do commentary.
Yeah, I mean, he does enough.
Nobody thought Corey Graves was going to be great at commentary. Nobody.
I feel like he's definitely done it before when he's just like, as the champion coming in to do commentary. He does enough hosting on his Twitch page to be comfortable enough to talk to an audience. So why not that be a route? That could definitely be a route. But of course, we still want to see him in the ring. It could still be a case where if it is his head or his neck, that you can definitely tons of examples, even within that company, that you'd be like, hey, just take enough time off, you can come back and just still be there. Copeland, Danielson, just a couple more. I'm sure there's a couple more in there. So
Copeland and Danielson was different, though. And I'm not trying to. This is a very different situation. I mean, Cope and Danielson really thought that their careers were over.
Yeah.
But that was all neck.
Mm-hmm.
It was all neck, all spinal kind of situations. This is CTE, concussion, quality of life moving forward. I mean, he's got to be close to mid-30s, close to 40
probably
at this point in time.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So, I mean, this is I understand why he's like, I don't want to throw the retirement thing out there, but this might be the last time you guys get to see me in this capacity.
Yeah, the outpouring online was awesome and lovely. Just of course very upsetting.
Yeah, the report was he had to be talked out of going out there and retiring on the spot.
Gee, yeah.
He reportedly was sitting.
You're in your emotions.
He was sitting there with Tony, and he had to be talked out of it.
Okay, yeah, 36.
Like I said, mid-30s, on the other side of 35, though.
Yeah.
I'll say this much. I did not realize, and I probably should have, the respect that the wrestling community has.
Oh, big time.
For Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Now, I knew he was respected, but, you can be respected as a professional wrestler, and people are like, on the personal side.
I don't want to say, maybe not carry during a dark time, but, held up ROH for a bit, was basically the gold standard of the NXT Gold and Black. So there's a ton of love for.
Yeah, Gargano came out and just said he's gonna miss him.
Yeah.
if this was.
I mean, it's that Vince McMahon thing. It was like, Dad, tell me about 2016 Adam Cole and NXT. He's like, he was special. It's like it was one of those. Exactly.
My question to you, though.
Sure.
And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think this happens to him if he stays with WWE.
That's fair. I mean, again, we could.
I don't want to bag on AEW. I truly don't. But they do go harder in AEW than WWE.
Sure.
They truly do.
Yeah.
Once again, though, as every wrestler says, they're on a bump count.
Yeah.
This might be the end.
But again, I mean, I could flip it and say, injuries are going to happen anyways. Look at Seth Rollins, where
Oh,
what,
we'll get to
he's
that.
doing springboards when he's all banged up at that age. Why is he?
We're gonna get to that.
Okay, fair enough. But onto this, like I said, it still quickly on Adam Cole. The speech itself, again,
Phenomenal.
great coming out there. Gave the people at least one more Adam Cole baby to go out with. Nice note. Going out with Kyle O'Reilly and Roger Strong. At least that's the last thing you do in the ring for now. We can live with that. But on to the Fatal 4-Way itself. Just kind of a little bit of a spot fest. But truly, the big surprise was the result. Was Dustin Rhodes coming out getting the win? Didn't know he's never held an AEW title in AEW.
Singles.
Yeah, singles title just yet. All right. Has he been the tag titles? Yeah, I think it's just been Ring of Honor titles.
Yeah, I think so.
So again,
It might have been his
splitting
first
hairs on what's AEW and what's Ring of Honor, but he hasn't held an AEW singles championship just yet. Now he gets one in his hometown. Sure, was it probably going to go Kyle Fletcher's way if it's Fletcher and Adam Cole?
See,
sure.
To me, that's where I was having the issue. We talked about it as soon as the match was over.
Yeah.
I had the issue. If not now, when? And it's going to come down to they're probably going to have a one-on-one matchup where Kyle Fletcher takes it off of Dustin, and that's my assumption.
Yeah,
Let's not
get it twisted. This is not going to be a very long title run. This was to give the hometown guy
Once
a
you
big pop.
explained it via text, I was okay with it.
Yeah. And it's not like Kyle Fletcher lost and was looking up at
Pinned,
the he wasn't looking up at the sky at the end of the day. No, it was I think it was Garcia that got the loss.
Yeah,
probably.
Garcia
he got
the
pinned.
small package.
Yeah, so again,
no.
get the big pop for the hometown crowd.
Was it a small package?
No, I think it was after.
I thought it was a roll.
No,
there was a roll.
We got everything from Dustin. We saw everything and more out of this kid.
Yeah.
So congratulations to
He's
Dustin
older
Rhodes.
than me.
I know. Way to go. I mean, saw one 50-year-old earlier the day get a championship, and then we saw another 50-year-old go out kind of somewhat a little bit early. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I don't think that this was just for the big pop, almost like the Saraya winning the championship at All In two All Ins ago. Just giving the hometown crowd a big pop.
That's fine.
Yeah. Kyle Fletcher, you're going to get yours because he's only 24.
Yeah.
I think we can hold up and say this isn't going to ruin him just yet.
And once again, these are things that, as
the future of AEW.
wrestling fans, we have to remind ourselves
Yes.
of consistently.
Yes. And
There is some elite young talent, whether it be AEW or WWE, that are coming up that are going to be mainstays of both brands.
Again, it's one of those things where if you're not recognizing it now, soon enough when they are main eventing, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, like they'll be there before you know it. So again, congrats to Dustin Rhodes, Kyle Fletcher. You're gonna get yours soon. On to
what was next, Scotty? Oh, I could spend the whole show talking about this match.
This
whole
match kicked so much ass.
Can I say one thing, though?
Yes.
The damn entrances were too damn long. It was ridiculous.
It was WWE-esque.
It was worse.
Oh, man.
It was worse than WWE. I will say that. Although you do now have me timing. I timed Saturday night's main event 18 minutes. 18 minutes on Saturday night's main event. But when they started the show to the first lockup was 18 minutes. I'm like, Jesus. Okay, now, but that was way too much.
I counted somewhat to definitely the EVP, well, former EVPs, and that's spoiler alert, the Young Bucks kind of trolling and doing that a little bit on purpose, at least on their side. But yeah, I mean, you knew that Swerve was going to come out with some cool cosplay. Will Ospreay is the Assassin's Creed gimmick, so it was made for a lot. It was a lot, but it was a great match, made up for a ton. I mean, these guys killed it, and I was just sitting there with my buddies. I just again say, as soon as the Young Bucks retire in any sort of capacity, maybe we were saying this last week, like it's going to be a damn shame for North American tag team wrestling. But
little side note, the entrance for Swerve, really cool to
Yes.
see JoJo.
Yes. The fireflies in the background.
Yeah, they got AEW got a lot from a lot of WWE guys, even the upper management gave them a nice little head nod for doing that for JoJo.
That was awesome. No, that was really, really awesome. Again, just chills all around between the entrances and just the match itself. Any big takeaways from you? Like I said, this was awesome.
Greatest tag team match in AEW history.
Ooh, is this now taking the
to me,
throne?
this is this not by much, but this is better than Hangman Omega
versus the Young Bucks.
Man,
Man, very consistent how often you hear the Young Bucks in greatest
Oh,
tag team
yeah.
matches of all time. But
5
again, the
years,
haters
they're
will
gonna
tell
be
you
gone.
otherwise. Absolutely incredible. Such a great match. Again, that one sequence where you go
Which-
from...
By the way,
Go ahead.
I know we don't, we aren't there yet, but Chef's kiss to Dynamite in their entrance.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Again, being right there, I was ready. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go get some Young Bucks. I'm gonna be covered in Young Bucks. Nope. they took
was
away their
so
pyro.
good.
And just the idea again, someone posted online too. It was a great point. It's like I love how they take away their EVP status. And they're just automatically poor and just already like
Right?
no more limousine. They gotta take an Uber there. They gotta go through the back. They don't get a special back, or they don't get a special like
Intro.
dressing room anymore.
Oh yeah.
They take away their pyro. They take away their background. Oh, it's so funny. They hit it every single time. But yeah, again, great match. I will watch this again. They already graded a 5-star match from the Observer, so rightfully so. This was awesome. I mean, even you just goes to show you could pair Swerve and Will Ospreay with anybody. The Young Bucks they were on top of their game. It's just
Everybody
every single time.
Everybody was. The sequence.
That from that main shot to yes.
Yeah, the sequence.
That one singular
was
shot on the
just
side. Unbelievable.
I haven't seen something that flawless in a very long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like where they all hit exactly the spots that they needed to hit at the exact time. And I'd be hard pressed to say that they missed a single spot.
Yeah, I mean, again, you really have to probably get down to the nitty gritty and examine it again. I'm sure they probably did miss something, but hard to tell.
Yeah, to me it
Seamless. Seamless. Again, a great match going over. So obviously Will Ospreay and Swerve can go ahead and challenge for the world title now. I think they were given the EVP status online, but I think that's okay. So they have the EVP status, but according to them, it was to give us the EVP status. So us as the people have the EVP status. So thank you, Swerve and Will Ospreay. And now, of course, like I said, the Young Bucks lose their EVP status. So we went ahead and we saw that on Dynamite what that means. Ubering and no cool dressing room. So fun. On to what was the next match here? Women's Gauntlet. Again, big. This was fun too. This was kind of cool seeing the hometown gal Athena getting the win here overall. Not a lot of returns, not a lot of big things. That we
Zero
thought.
returns.
Yeah,
Zero.
We saw some new people in terms of some couple people from some different not New Japan, but not even all Japan. I think Noah, a couple other people, but still fun match. Like you said, we kind of previewed it when we were talking the men's gauntlet, where timing was off for some. But overall, I'm satisfied with Athena getting the win.
I like the winner here. I do like the Athena
going full time on AEW roster, still having the Ring of Honor title.
Athena Tony Storm is absolutely something I want to watch.
Yeah,
100%.
But yes, getting the dub there is Athena again, hometown gal getting the win there. Again, same question: was there anybody else that maybe obviously Statlander being in there, Megan Bain, sure, but as of right now, they still have a good enough push there. They don't need it just yet.
Yeah,
they can hurt in a different way.
I mean, you've even admitted they've completely screwed Sky Blue with her return.
Yeah, that dropped the ball. But again, I mean, made up for a little bit. I do like this new idea of the Sin Sisters. That's what they're going by, Sky Blue and Julia Hart, and then now Tekla adding Tekla.
I like that they
toxic
added
spider.
I like Tekla
Yeah.
being added to that. If they're going to be a little bit of a faction, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's the route it seems like. What do we got, Scotty?
I just wonder how they're going to do that since Tony wants to bring out a women's tag team title. I wonder how they're going to do that with that faction.
There's a lot of
them.
titles Tony wants to bring out that he hasn't touched on yet.
Well, he unified. Like I said, he unified these titles, but now there's 3 of them. Damn it! So, it just gives titles for Don Callis to carry, which I actually think is hilarious. But again, we're getting to that. Spoiler alert. Spoiler. Onto the men's tag titles. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hurt Syndicate taking on Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. Again, spot filled. Nothing too crazy.
Shelton Benjamin launching people across rings.
I could watch that all day.
Awesome.
Hasn't missed a step. It was actually Bobby Lashley's birthday this past Dynamite on Wednesday. They put up a 20-year difference of him between now and 20 years ago. Nothing. Nothing has changed. He is the same. He is an absolute enigma. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, shout out to them for just being awesome. They hurt people, and they went ahead and retained any big takeaways from the Hurt Syndicate, Jet Speed, and the Patriarchy.
I think
Of course.
I was about to say the big story was after the match.
Yeah, of course. Well, Nick Wayne's mom. No, I'm just kidding. Nick Wayne went. Nick Wayne went ahead and turned on his father. He turned on his father, giving the kill switch to
Isn't
Christian
that called
Cage.
patricide?
Isn't that they traded? They changed it. Oh, when you kill your father, I think so. Yeah,
I think so.
I believe.
Don't
so.
quote me on that, people on the internet.
Yeah. Well, like we mentioned, Nick Wayne taking care of Christian Cage. He has now become a liability. He went ahead and made that promo. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at something else, but he went ahead and made that known that.
A couple things had you distracted.
Yeah, a few things. A few different jiggly. They were there. Nick Wayne went ahead and said that Christian Cage is now a liability. I'm trying to get through this. I swear. Damn it all. Christian Cage is now the liability, laying in the middle of the ring. Man, like I said, just how do you do that to your own father?
Okay, so I have one critique.
Sure.
The slap.
Okay.
I would have much preferred a ball shot.
Okay. That could have made the sense.
Just a little more finality to it.
Yeah.
I mean, a slap isn't going to put a dude down for the counts.
Yeah. Slaps him, gets him into the kill switch. Now setting up for a concerto, and then all you hear is, "You think you know me?" Then Adam Copeland, aura farming for sure, waits for his pyro to go off, and then goes and makes the save. So taking the reins from Penta in terms of
he had to make sure his pyro was good. Man.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's the case.
That and the fact that he had to run and say hi to everybody on the other side of
That's true. Yeah, you got to make sure you were over there. We were over
had
there.
to make sure they were good. Had to make sure they were good.
Exactly.
Now I'll go help Christian
on this day, and then he goes in. He tells him, "Go find yourself." I can only hope that Christian is going to go find himself.
Is he going to come back with the big C vest? The peeps.
Peeps. I think the peeps. I was the only one. I was the only one on Wednesday holding up that during Copeland's whole thing. So, see how that. Did anyone even remember that?
The Christian Cage.
Hey, you guys even remember? Come on.
I remember.
Come on now.
TNA.
Yeah. Hart Syndicate retain. So on to bigger and better things for them. Patriarchy's falling apart, and Jet Speed is Jet Speed. On to the.
I'm not sure how to take that. I think
mean,
that's a phenomenal tag team. Actually,
They're fun. They're just kind of together right now. They're there. I mean, Jet's Pizza, Jet Speed. Yeah.
Do you see there being a tag team that can actually take? Do you think FTR can take the titles away from
the Hurt Syndicate? It's tough right now. No, maybe
they're the number one contenders.
They're looking a little beat up. They're looking a little hurt. They do hurt people. If the Outrunners were a little bit more put together, I think so. And it seems like FTR is trying to mold them
Okay, so I have a question because
that would be fun. That would
I'll
be a big
honestly admit I didn't pay really close attention to the triple threat match. Was Bobby selling the leg injury at all, or was there just no sell after he got caddyshacked by the concerto to the knee twice?
I don't know. I had to go. I would have to go.
I might have to go back and watch because everything that I remember, he didn't have any leg or knee issues the entire match, and I'm like,
well, to be fair, no, they did not. Other than the promo, the vignette that they had, they did not appear on Dynamite live in person. So there's nothing there. I don't think they didn't have anything on Collision either. So basically, an off week for the Hurt Syndicate and MJF. So see how that goes ahead and rolls out. On to the triple main event. Yes,
sure, yeah.
If there ever is one, there's not really. There's just one main event, but we're gonna get TK. Come on. On to the women's world title. Toni Storm taking on Mercedes Moné. Another instant classic. I don't care what you say. This is another fantastic match from Mercedes
Phenomenally
Moné,
well done.
for Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm. Well put together. A little bit over the top, maybe the overkill of the 3 pile drivers and then the one off the top. I think we could have maybe done just the 3, but
She kicked out after the 3.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's right.
So you had to go bigger.
It could have ended after the 3, but again, Mercedes ain't going out like that, brother. Yeah.
I think
No, I'm just kidding.
I think you and I would consider that the surprise of the entire pay-per-view, though.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think
Timeless retaining.
I was trying to maybe put.
No,
you guys.
I said Mercedes. I said my heart wants Timeless Toni Storm.
Yeah, you still put it up there. So you get the credit.
But yeah, I'm not going to take credit for something that I said Mercedes Moné was going to win. It is what it is. But yeah, that's very shocking. Because to me, that just means that they don't want to get rid of Timeless Toni Storm and let her fade to black.
Monet's peak was having the cheerleaders hold all her titles.
That was pretty good. Good.
I'll freely admit I was pleasantly and very, very surprised by this match and how smooth and flawless it went. It was very well done.
Very well put together. Another classic for Mercedes Moné. And like I said, she's been putting together a big stretch of like all her big matches, all of her big main event matches. They've been almost over 20 minutes. So she's kind of, I don't know. I would have to agree with some people saying that she's kind of making her mark, putting together her best touch at like trying to make the women's division AEW a real thing. So I'll give both a big time credit, and of course the amazing promo that Toni Storm had on Wednesday.
Phenomenal
to follow it up. And Luther, get well soon, my man. Big pops for Luther on Wednesday. My goodness.
By the way, can we have more munching time?
I hope so.
That to me was hilarious. Hilarious.
Yes.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch it.
Another classic. Toni Storm retains on to the next one. Like I said, it looks like maybe. Yeah, it looks like Athena. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Gonna be amazing. On to the unification match. Okada, Omega. Oh my! Now we have.
You were happy with this.
I was satisfied.
Okay.
I was satisfied. I was a happy camper.
I was a little underwhelmed.
You can't hold the same standard to them being, 5, 7, 8, 10 years ago.
I completely agree. I was still a little underwhelmed.
Sure.
Not like, oh God, this is a horrible match kind of underwhelmed.
Was it because it was so deep into your experience?
I think that might have been it.
Like a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of, again, a lot of people already not stealing the show, are basically already doing that.
Yeah.
So all of these could have been, main events up into themselves, essentially. But yeah, that could have been a factor. I would definitely, like I said, definitely play it back. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's probably the best of the 4 or 5 of matches that they've had. No, but in terms of just a great match in itself, yeah, absolutely. Give me that every single day for breakfast,
I'll go
lunch,
back
and dinner.
and watch it, and I'll let you know what I think.
Okay, fair enough. But again, really selling the, of course, that's going to be the thing for Omega, really selling the, he got cut out his intestine, the diverticulitis, and Jim Ross telling us firsthand he's had it himself. he's had everything. Jim, you took a big fall over the weekend. Can you just go home? Can we? I'm sorry, man. You can do commentary over Zoom.
This is on AEW.
Yeah.
I love Jim Ross as much as he's the voice of wrestling for our generation. He always has been and he always will be. But at some point, you just have to say, dude, stay in the back.
Yeah.
Enjoy the wrestling. And help the commentators in any way you can with presenting the product maybe a little better.
The only way, and I don't want to speak for him or tell him how he should live his life, but if AEW wants to bring him back in any sort of capacity, it might have to be basically just sort of giving him a nurse to work with him. I wouldn't, and I don't want to say maybe it's that, maybe like a bodyguard, just like, hey, Jim, like, make sure you're in your chair. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and help you out. We're going to go ahead and, like, do something, because that cannot happen. Like, that's, again, yeah, that's a good point. That's kind of is on AEW a bit. That's unfortunate. Again, he's making his own decision, being like, hey, I can go. I can do this. But, yeah, coming off a treatment
it wasn't
for
as
cancer,
bad as it has been in the past for All In with him in commentary, but it's still
it didn't seem like it on commentary that he had taken a fall. He'd seemed like a little bit of himself a little bit,
but once again, you're then taking away from the dynamics of Tony Schiavone, Nigel McGuinness, Taz, you know, and oh good God, Excalibur, thank you. I completely brained. I almost called him Alvarez.
But yes, unifying the title, Okada and Omega. Okada getting the W after, Don Callis getting a little bit involved, of course. He's got his fingerprints all over it sometimes. But Okada getting the dub, unifying the title. We saw the unification title, but of course now he's going to carry all three titles. Yeah. Okada will carry the unified title, and Don will carry the other two. So,
which you want to give your boy a little shout out for Wednesday? I saw you gave him a shout out.
Oh, Quintero, yeah. Quintero, yeah, and he reposted it on his story. So hopefully, maybe if he can sit in that chair over there, I'll go ahead and
be okay with that.
Send him the message.
Reach out to him.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, congrats. That's actually huge because, like you said, that was pretty cool. Always support your local indie. So there you have it. Yeah, Okada, of course, got the dub, but still cool seeing
any fan reaction when he came out?
Oh, yeah. We got the Quintero chants going on our end. There was a couple Quintero chants on the other side of the building. So, like I said, people know. People know. Unfortunately, the guy in front of me was a little inebriated. He goes, local talent, you suck. I'm just like, oh, come on, man. Like, come on.
I don't think there were a lot of people missing out on their libations at that.
No, dude, it was. I mean, like I said, when we wrap up the results in just a second, I'll get to the Aragon, but that was absolutely a beautiful venue. For the world title, to save AEW, John Moxley, the champion, taking on Hangman Adam Page in a Texas death match. We were saying maybe overproduced to start off. I think this was properly done. The nice returns. Maybe the only slip up was...
Whoever that woman was that whistled, phenomenally well done.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, professional whistler. You got paid to come and whistle.
Hell yeah. I guess the only slip up might have been the Darby, reveal, but if it made up for it with the yes chance, this was all over the place. I'm going all over the place, obviously. Hangman getting the dub after choking out John Moxley with that chain that he dreads and he's afraid of. Man, oh man, like I said, taking the briefcase out, the humongous pop from that, everything and more. What was your biggest takeaway? What was your thoughts on this main event?
You knew the match was going to be over the top, gory, bloody, whatever.
And it was. Fork to the head.
Zoom in on the fork to the head to begin, and it just starts bleeding.
Yeah. Shout out to AEW for doing exactly that. Zooming in and showing the phantom camera footage of just the nice, the outspurt of blood. Awesome.
Okay,
awesome
so
to see.
you want my I love the match.
Take it easy back there.
I love the match. I truly do. And I think, it was time for Mox to move forward. Here's my thing though. if you want this to be one of those moments, as soon as that match is over, you have MJF come out and cash in that.
No.
Yes, you absolutely do.
No.
Scotty, shut the fuck up.
No, you don't do that.
You are back there. Let the talent talk.
No, that completely would just sour the moment. Again, it would be.
But see, that's the whole point.
No.
That is absolutely 100% the whole point of what I'm trying to get across. He has this great moment. He's overcome everything. And then you have that music hit, and MJF walk down to the ring and sign the contract. First off,
it would be I would make the same argument that when Money in the Bank is cashed in the same day, it's a waste of Money in the Bank. It would be a waste of that gauntlet.
Okay, so fine. I'm fine with that. I'm going to say this. You have the issues with MJF still being cheered and everything like that. You have him come out in that pure heel.
Mm-hmm. I get it, but sometimes
I'm okay with the way it ended.
You just gotta let the people have a nice moment and walk out. You gotta let the crowd walk out with a smile on their face sometimes.
They had enough. Dustin won. Athena won. Everybody from freaking Texas won. He's not even from Texas. It's just the fact that he's a cowboy. I'm just gonna say this. Shut up! Shut your cup of coffee, morning.
Attacking
Mouth
the cowboy
up.
gimmick. Oh my God. Holy Christmas.
I'm just saying, I think if you wanted to get MJF over as a pure heel, where people legitimately then are now booing him instead of going, he's our scumbag and stuff like that, there's always going to be marks that'll cheer for MJF. But if you really wanted to get him over,
What are you saying?
Me too. Me too. I'm just saying. But it would have been a nice way to do that. I'm okay with the way it ended. I'm just saying, if you really want MJF to be that heel dude for the number one heel dude for this company, that's how you would have done it.
Again, maybe in that time, that's maybe how you felt. Again, I feel like that kind of resolved itself on Dynamite. Again, I keep jumping forward, but he said, hey, hey, cowboy, I'll always be looking over your back. I have this. This is always in the back pocket. That's what he kind of said. Like, I don't need this necessarily. I can earn it again a different way. This is just last resort. So, again, I see that route. I would not agree with it because, again, you got to just let the people enjoy something sometimes.
Just the absolute deflation that would have happened in that crowd if it would have happened.
And exactly that. Like, we were already pissed off for 273 days of, well, not me exactly. I actually did enjoy this Moxley run after a little while. No,
I had to warm up to it.
A little bit, truly. Like
you had to warm up to it.
You had to. This wasn't great. This wasn't exactly. This wasn't cinema to begin with. You had to warm up to it.
You've got to realize that, like, the first couple of matches weren't those matches for Mox.
Yeah.
When he gets to Swerve and he gets to these other guys, then it's a little bit more.
There was that Copeland, feud in between. Obviously, getting it from Danielson, and that was the best touch. Seeing when he actually rips it out. And he still has the Danielson plates on there. They truly, like, they had that thing locked up for 273 days. Like, that thing did not see the sun for that long. So that's what you want. That's the feeling. Again, I see if you really want to establish MJF can turn that on at any sort of time when he can just be a dastardly, just an ass wipe. And you can really, truly want to boo him. And exactly that. I got that feeling when he was going up against Mark Briscoe. I'm like, damn. For the first time, I'm like, I forgot it was a gauntlet. I thought it was just Mark Briscoe versus MJF. I'm like, damn, I really want Mark Briscoe to win this thing. So, and that's, again, I'm saying that as a hardcore MJF fan. Like, this is for real. So, this is how you go out. This is how you make the big splash. This is how you get all the eyeballs on you. This was great. You got a lot of mainstream media that was on top of this. This was, again, gory to all hell. This was Texas Deathmatch. This was Jon Moxley and Adam Hangman being like, you know what? We're just going to beat the tar out of each other. Yeah. And they did. A bed of nails, everything in between. So, glass, everything. They had everything. So, again, everything that led up to it, the Maria Shafir getting handcuffed, out comes.
That was awesome.
There we go. That was fantastic. And of course, we'll live on with the Swerve picture. That was just absolutely amazing. Yes, exactly right. Out comes Swerve, Danielson, and Darby all to make the save on Claudio and everybody else that comes out.
I didn't know it was Danielson until you took the mask
Oh,
off.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully the yes chance that, again, WWE trying to own the word yes. We'll get to that. Fantastic.
You're not going to control crowds. Shut up.
So there we have it. So I want to ask again, biggest takeaways, the biggest surprises, biggest wins. Again, kind of hit a couple of those, but between Darby, Danielson, Beardless Juice Robinson, we didn't get Eddie Kingston, no Jack Perry, no Ruby Soho.
Perry's in the ether.
I know, it's weird. I don't know what's going on.
They're going to bring him back as Jungle Boy.
That would just be evolution in the wrong direction.
I don't know if it would be or if it wouldn't be. I truly don't like that character. Never
the scapegoat. You didn't like it?
It never hit a point where I was like,
maybe you just bring back Jack Perry,
and just let him do his thing.
Regular guy for a little bit, maybe like a Johnny Gargano type thing, where he's just like a face, not like a goofy guy, but just. Hey,
I don't
just
know
here.
why he doesn't lean into, and I know he didn't have this, but like the spoiled child of a famous actor kind of thing.
There was not any of that going on.
I'd do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, nothing really big, anything other than Juice Robinson returning in the Gauntlet, Danielson and Darby going to be here, and you saw Darby later on Dynamite.
I don't like Darby coming from the ceiling. I just don't.
He gets the shake from Sting. So.
Well, no, somebody. I think it might have been Scotty who said, "Well, he's coming off of Everest," and I was like, "Oh God, if that was the whole concept of what they were trying to do, it was stupid."
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Sting did it all the time, man. It's like,
chilling on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk.
But I mean. Biggest takeaways. Let's see.
Ah,
What are you
hey,
doing?
watch your mouth.
See, they over there chitty chatting and just things go sideways.
Yapping away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's
Sure,
probably a couple spelling errors we're gonna get to, sir. I'm sure.
No. Andrew didn't get involved
There we
in the
go.
spelling, so we're good.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Other than that, no.
Tweedledum
To me, we've talked about biggest takeaways. We've talked about biggest surprises. To me, Timeless Tony Storm winning the title, retaining the title, was my biggest. Whoa, okay, that's shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we come to find out that two big things from Coldplay this week. I'm pretty sure it was that one. That's why we had All In Texas, because they took over Wembley that weekend, and now of course we have that meme to deal with now. That was actually insane, but yeah. So they already officially announced for August 30th, Wembley. Going to be happening again, All In again in Wembley. So I can't wait. That's going to be fun. Then they'll just be back on that same thing where it'll be probably all in, right into All Out, just like they've been these past couple years.
As long as All Out's in Chicago, I'm good.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can hope for. But yeah, we'll get in Toronto this year. Blame Canada. Yeah, that was again. Fantastic show. Hopefully for a lot of people, if that was your first time watching AEW, like, all right, give it a shot, give it a chance, something like that, some type of deal. Just gives you hope. That just there's something different out there. Kind of talked about Adam Cole. That was in there.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this yes chant really quickly? Just how ridiculous.
It's stupid.
Just how ridiculous that was.
It's stupid. You're not gonna get the fans to stop chanting yes.
It's not happening.
You're just not. So stop it, WWE.
Saw that immediately on an All In, and then immediately again during the Dynamite taping. So it was so funny.
Fans are gonna flip you the bird every time.
To think you could own that word is just so funny to me.
Oh, Ohio State owns the word "the," so I mean, it's not crazy.
Well, they're dumb, so
yeah, completely agree.
That's dumb. Yeah, absolutely insane. That's not going to work out. Good luck. Good luck.
They asked him to. They didn't say we're gonna file a
I
lawsuit.
think he said it was a text message.
Yeah.
It's just still, that's so funny.
Can you stop doing the yes thing?
Can you
no.
chill?
No, because one, the fans aren't going to stop it, whether you tell them to or not. They're not going to. How many years did they try to mute CM Punk chants?
That's true.
At WWE stuff.
What?
Just not going to happen.
Danielson's has to stop doing it so The Miz can keep doing it? No, thank you. I'm good. I'm okay with that. I'll quickly, like I said, I've kind of been lightly mentioning the entire time the Aragon Ballroom, Brawl Room, just the venue itself, my experience there. Absolutely crazy. I've been there. Have you ever been there for concerts? Have you been there before?
I've never been to the Aragon Ballroom.
Oh.
I loved it. It looked absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
It was a great venue. They made it look so well. The people in there were chanting loud.
It looked a little bit like Hammerstein.
A little bit. I was expecting, of course, we saw Darby up in the stands. I was expecting him he's going to jump off that balcony sometime this week. Between now, they already had a taping
next
on Thursday,
3 weeks.
So he's got 4 more shows to jump off that balcony.
The next 3 weeks, he's going to jump off the balcony.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah.
Again, I liked how it was planned, how it was made. That they have the stage kind of higher up, goes down an incline. All the fans are right there, all standing on the floor, and then they got the balcony.
You came really close to touching Hangman.
Oh yeah, no, I was. Yeah, I was right there. My buddy got a selfie with him. I got a fist bump with him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't just didn't videotape it, so that's all right. Yeah, no, like I said, I got him when he was like inches away from me. I took my phone off, and then he was leaving. I go, hey man, you deserve it. He fist bumped me and my buddy on the way out. So yeah, it was a great experience. Like I said, as you walk in, all the
I like the more
there.
intimate settings when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, and we of course we have people we know that work at the Now Arena. They were trying to make that statement. They're like, well, they could have sold out the Now. I'm like, yeah, they do, but they were. I was explaining to them like the AEW's been on this role of like trying to do smaller venues.
They're gonna make more money,
getting that more intimate feeling.
Yeah, they're gonna make more money and have a better sounding program.
Dude,
doing 3 weeks at the Aragon.
Crowd was. When I tell
Drunk.
you, it was insane. Whether they were actually inebriated off alcohol or just the being drunk off just the excitement, it was crazy.
Oh, they were drunk. It's a Chicago crowd. They
I've
were
had
drunk.
my first liquid death actually, which that was weird. I don't like water in a can. That was weird. But what? I was actually contemplating grabbing a plastic cup and just pouring it in there because I did not.
It's weird.
I don't like that feeling.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, people were. It was a nice crowd. People in front of us were chanting. We dapped up. He's like, yeah, we need that energy, man. We need that. I'm like, you know it. So it's just stuff like that. It was a great crowd. We were right next to the speaker. Crowd was so loud I couldn't hear Stokely that whole time. Had no idea what he said. I'm literally going to have to go back and play it back on Dynamite.
It was all right.
Couldn't hear him that whole time.
It was Stokely being Stokely.
Copeland, the crowd singing. That was fun. Let me see. Just the whole entire intro.
The booby chant?
Yes, that was. It was just the Nick Wayne's mom chant.
Nice.
And then of course, yes, the tits.
Was
chant
it MILF?
No, we just Nick's mom. Nice.
No.
Yeah, just something quick like that. Again, yeah, we kind of hit all the high spots. It was great, and then of course, the Death Riders coming up from the upstairs to where you would enter the venue and see everything. So another interesting way for the Death Riders to enter. So fantastic show again. I'm glad that they're going to continue with these next 4 remaining shows. Try and head out there if you can. Great experience. Be the goal. So cool. Yeah. So there you go. AEW All In, wrapped up, ready to roll. On to the next one. That's going to be Forbidden Door, and then All Out right after that. Stacked up, ready to roll. Speaking of, we had 3 other pay-per-views going on, PLEs, special pay-per-views, special events going on between AEW and WWE. So let's get to those. All that and more when we return here on Bad Karma Wrestling. Now you can hit the commercial.
Hey, watch your mouth. Wine. I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother. Hey, you get those reports done? Yeah. No, no, no. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Where's the boss? Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me that hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
From Prime Rib to Arby's. Now talking Saturday night's main event. Now we're talking Evolution 2 and Great American Bash. You told me I was crazy for having it on at the same time, but I think I think WWE's crazy for just counterproducing all this at the same time. But there you have it, folks. Like I said, we're gonna talk Great American Bash and everything else in between. No Gimmicks, Nick Johnson, Double D, David Dykstra here on BK Dub. BK Dub, welcome back in. Did that not feel exactly right? Did that not feel just a big deflation from watching all that? I think that was a world record now for longest wrestling pay-per-view and All In. Going from All In to Saturday night's main event, didn't that just feel like a big punch in the gut? No, just me. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Tell me what match made you go, oh, that is worthy.
Nothing, nada, not at all. Again, we'll go from top to bottom, hitting the big spots, hitting the big time, but overall, this was kind of brutal for just all things considered. Definitely, obviously, the biggest takeaway was Goldberg. We'll hit that at the very end because I got a little bit on that. We'll see how you feel, but a lot of other things to hit. Like I said, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre opening it up, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Randy Orton getting the win on McIntyre's TV return.
And your worst nightmare happens.
McIntyre, you feel bad for a guy like him just because he just got to keep eating crap like this. I don't understand, but what is this set up for? What does this mean?
The setup is...
Oh, yeah, for Jelly Roll. My apologies. I keep forgetting.
The setup is now a tag team match at SummerSlam. Unfortunately.
Did you guys see Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just stop. This is the worst. This is one of the worst things that WWE has done in a very, very long time. Like I'm talking like Snooki.
Yeah, this is up there with that.
Now, to be fair.
Okay. To be fair.
Jelly Roll has said that he's been living in the Performance Center for the last 3 months, working with Jacob Fatu, Randy, and The Undertaker.
I can appreciate the commitment. It's just, again, it's not necessary. We don't need rappers and country stars getting involved in any sort of way.
You didn't like Bad Bunny?
again, was it fun? Sure. He was able to put together some spots. He put together Canadian Destroyer. Bravo. It hasn't added much to it since. Now it's just basically Damian Priest has a friend. I don't. There's not really much to it. Like
Okay,
I don't really. I don't know.
let's go Johnny Knoxville.
Again, fun, but you haven't seen him since. He's just an extra thorn in Sami Zayn's pocket.
It's a one-off.
Yeah.
Of course. Bad Bunny
fun is the word I keep saying. Again, but again, is it necessary? No.
Here's my problem with
Shaquille
this.
O'Neal, not necessary.
I don't think this is fun.
Okay.
And I think part of the problem is you've got Drew McIntyre teamed up with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
There's no fun there.
That's true. Yeah. I don't. Again, I don't know where the connection is with them too.
Exactly. It just got thrown together.
And, it's always the thing. Maybe I bring it up too many times, but again, where AEW gets the criticism, oh, you're slopping this together. WWE's been doing that a lot lately. Just a lot of stuff, last minute, just for the big names.
I'll agree with you on this. Absolutely, 100%. They threw this together last minute.
Yeah, it's just, and they earned it. They can have the remember this, the nostalgia stuff, but again, it just doesn't hit for a guy that actually is, interested in the wrestling dynamic of wrestling.
This has the potential. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. This has the potential of being as bad as Mr. T getting in the ring.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
There's potential. I don't know how athletic Jelly Roll is. I don't think anybody does. He's obviously more athletic than he was.
How athletic can a man be named Jelly Roll? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He's obviously more athletic than he was a year and a half ago. But at the same time, how much is a 350-pound man who isn't used to doing stuff like this is he going to be gassed after 5 minutes? Like, these are the things that we need to talk. Is this going to be a 5-minute, just squash match? No. Randy and Drew are going to have to carry this with Logan Paul and Jelly Roll doing their thing, whatever that may be.
Yeah, again, it might just be like a hot tag. You get a couple of spots here and there, but that's gonna be about it. Like you're not gonna really see it all too much, and we can think of all too many Action Bronson, like him getting involved, where that's a pre-show thing. Again, it's not a main storyline. It's just I just label it not necessary.
And by the way, Jelly Roll, Randy Orton, your shenanigans on Jimmy Kimmel happened about 15 years ago and was done way better by WCW.
There you go.
Way better by WCW.
Well, moving on to the U.S. title, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Be honest, didn't really catch all too much. I'm pretty sure this was still
not a horrible match.
Gotcha.
Jimmy
still during the unification match, so I didn't, like I said. This was during the main event, so yeah, okay. I was not paying attention at all. So
solid match.
Okay.
Solid match.
Hangman and John Moxley.
Jimmy actually did way more than I thought he was going to do. This was a solid match.
Okay. And that's fine. Where again, I think we're finding Solo still he's finally kind of caught his groove both in character and maybe even in the ring. And again, I think kind of Jimmy, for what it's worth, kind of is brushed on the radar just because he doesn't have a catchy catchphrase like Yeet. So
yeah,
he gets no Yeet. So. I'll play that back again.
Although I'll say his
tough crowd, tough competitor in terms of main event on the biggest pay-per-view for AEW compared to second match on Saturday Night's main event. So my attention was otherwise.
I don't know why they're dressing Jimmy the way they're dressing him. Is
literally or figuratively?
Because he's the quarterback. That's why.
He's not the quarterback.
He's the quarterback of the bloodline, they call him.
He's not. No.
Because when he came back, Roman said he could be the quarterback.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
I didn't hear that. That's
He's
actually
an idiot.
hilarious.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm being serious. I didn't watch wrestling for 5
Man,
seconds.
you two got heat today. I don't want.
It's so stupid.
Because he keeps opening his mouth when we don't ask him to.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I will
Solo
say
Sikoa
this.
with the retain. Go ahead.
It looks to me that he's put on about 15 pounds.
Okay.
And I think that's why they're having him wear that stuff.
Okay. That can be the case.
maybe. And
you were
being the one that's the the aficionado on being fit and trim. Maybe
as we both sit up here with our grout fits.
Drop a few. I'm just saying. No, I think Big Jim is really Big Jim right now.
It could be.
And that might be the issue. But it was a solid match. I'll give him that.
All right, fair enough. Like I said, I'll have to play it back.
I just don't like the outfits.
Tough crowd, tough room for that one. So on to the LA Knight and Seth Rollins match. Not too all much there other than I've got, of course, the big headline. Seth coming off of attempting to maybe do a moonsault off the middle rope, lands on his knee. That gives out somewhere trying again. The doctors on X and Twitter trying to put together maybe what they thought. They thought maybe his knee blew out the landing beforehand, but again,
you ready?
I don't really care. That's just it. Ultimately, just looks like a really bad one. I don't know. Don't tell me you think this is a work.
You ready?
Don't you dare tell me this is
You
a work.
ready?
Don't you dare tell me you think
You
this
ready?
is a work. Go ahead.
Multiple sources have now told Wrestling Observer's Brian Alvarez that Seth Rollins' Saturday night's main event injury was a work. One source said that Rollins is hurt, but with a very minor knee injury he had heading into the match with LA Knight and isn't expected to be kept off for much time at all. WWE's idea, per Alvarez, is that to convince fans Rollins will be out for a long time so he can return early for a surprise cash-in.
Sir, I'm taking my dollars and I'm saving them. I'm not buying that one.
I'm buying it. You want to know why I'm buying it?
Sure.
He was on the Rich Eisen show and said that they tried to do an MRI and his knee was too swollen. Bull. That's the whole point of having an MRI machine, to be able to see things when they're swollen, you jack. So now I am buying it. Yeah,
okay.
I'm buying. If it was one person, if this was Meltzer going, it's a work, it's a work, it's a work. But when you hear them say there are multiple sources saying that this is a work, I'm cool with it. If it is a work, it's one of the best of all time.
Okay.
Because he legitimately acted.
We're stretching today. Oh, boy.
Who else has had a better work of being injured?
Sandman.
I'll agree to that.
That will go down as all
That's the
time.
Greatest work of all time.
Didn't leave his house. He's alcoholic, and this guy's addicted to cigarettes. Didn't leave his house to fend off that he was blind.
100% agree with you. Did I say it was the greatest of all time? I said it was one of the greatest.
It'll be up there. Sure.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really see the payoff being a big surprise cash in when you could play it off in that way. It kind of works out that way either which way. But I'm gonna go with the fact that it was an injury. He was kind of he said the F word on the way out. Some people were fan footage was catching him. I don't see the payoff of him leaving for some time when he's like the hottest thing going on right now for Raw or just WWE in general.
I think there are multiple reasons why you might do it. Just maybe getting Braun and Bronson some time to show what they have. It's a weird
and you
thing.
Say that you say it like that. That tells me you're not really completely convinced. I don't know.
I'm not 100%. I'm bringing you things that have been put out on the sheets.
Sure.
If it's a work,
dirty sheets.
I'm interested. I am interested to see where it goes, what angle it follows. You know what I'm saying? Would it? I'll just lay this out to you. Would it be out of bounds to think that if it is a work, Punk goes over on Gunther and then Rollins comes out and cashes in on Punk and goes, "I told you I was never going to let you have the world title."
Okay, if that's the payoff, that works.
Only
you're right. However, I was gonna make another point, but then you just completely sidetracked me on
I'm
that
sorry.
Yeah, no, maybe it'll come back to me. Where I don't see I just don't see that being the case. If it's, fine. Here's the thing. How about this? I'm not going to be offended at all if it's work. If it's a work, no, because it's not a, it's not his neck, it's not his head. I don't think it's it doesn't really come in like the same breath as like Adam Cole thing, and I don't think it would be them making fun of it or trying to step on that in any sort of way either. So, yeah, again, I wouldn't be offended if it is a work. I just don't really see it in that light because I just don't see the benefit of Seth Rollins being gone for that amount of time. You making that point, however, if it is really a truly gonna we're gonna screw over CM Punk as soon as he wins, do exactly what basically the same thing he did to McIntyre to him type deal, but he ends up winning it. We'll see how that plays out. You can maybe sell it to me on that one, but again, we'll see how that goes. To wrap it up here in the Saturday Night's main event for the World Heavyweight title, Gunther and Goldberg.
Hey, at least we got the no-sell out the way within 5 minutes.
That right away, immediately got it out of the way, the no-sell, the chop. But this went long. This was 15 minutes.
Did you notice that after it happened a couple times, though, Goldberg was like...
Yeah, he was... Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, you can see that imprint. Like, Gunther was letting him have it. He was not going to not let him have it.
But see, therein lies the whole thing. 15, 20 minutes, and it was all Gunther holding it up.
It was Gunther holding up, and like I said, it was a mixture of, was it 15, 20 minutes because they wanted it to be that long, or was it 15, 20 minutes because they just need Goldberg to give him enough time to actually recover, get his breath, get his bearings, and get back to the next spot?
His knee's completely gone.
Oh, yeah, no. It was...
His knee is completely
I
gone.
was... I check in every now and again with, Cornette just to see what he was saying. He said he looked like he was struggling. He believed he was struggling just walking out to the ring.
Yeah, 100%.
Which, again, I would have to play it back and see if that's the case, but they...
Nice little Chuck Esposito sign, or...
Yeah, the security guard, yeah. Again, yeah, they played it up throughout the show. They were kind of showing you, WCW stuff, like why he is who he is, the legend of Goldberg. So they played it up. They gave him his old security. They had his son come out as well. It was played up very well. The match itself was kind of, of course, hit or miss. You got a spear, you got the jackknife.
It was a C.
Yeah, again, Gunther, you feel bad for him because I've looked at his, title defenses as of late. Just, man, that is just... awful
100% agree.
But he's holding it down. He has to. He's the ring general, of course. But of course, this match was brutal. Kind of the headlines were again everything that happened after, where pinning, or excuse me, not a pin, taps out or just gets choked out, almost immediately to commercial. We see no celebration, no nothing. 2 minutes of commercials, come back to the credits rolling. Goldberg saying, "I love you, thank you, Atlanta, we love you,
hard
fans."
Out. It's a hard out at NBC, man.
And into Law and Order we were.
You have to hit the hard out. I don't know why this is such a crazy thing. There are hard outs in this industry, ladies and gentlemen, and if you don't hit that hard out, things are going to get cut off.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you, Goldberg.
This was not USA. This was not, obviously, TNT or TBS. NBC. Bang. So, I mean, that's where I kind of draw the question. Like, we're not necessarily fans of Goldberg, but how do you not plan that out more right where, again, even if this isn't a work for Rollins, how do you not have time to make up with that little injury? You can get them in the ring faster.
Honest opinion?
Sure, go ahead.
I think Goldberg was like, no, we're going this amount of time.
We're going this long time in the match.
We're going this time. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
I'll guarantee you, he was being stubborn about it. He wanted his last match to go at least 10 to 15 minutes. I'll guarantee you. And that's where this came from. And let's be very real when I say this. Goldberg is the least legend that there is in professional wrestling.
Ooh, okay. There maybe could be a couple others. I think that's, yeah. But again, in terms of...
The man had what? We can count on one hand how many times he's gone over 10 minutes in a match?
It's that. It's just, I think he said it himself on this the Ariel Helwani podcast, where he He's more of a WCW guy. Obviously, this is the WWE universe where they celebrate their guys. You get a couple of tips of the cap to the WCW guys, maybe even to the ECW guys, but they don't celebrate them if they weren't there. And Goldberg had his, a 2002 to 2004 run, a cool match in the Elimination Chamber, sure, but Triple H buried him there too, just like he did here. So
you want me to be very real with you?
Sure. All the time, actually.
The man almost killed The Undertaker.
Okay, yeah.
Hasn't had a legitimate great match in God only knows how long. Okay, Mercury's in retrograde because my computer just turned off for no apparent reason. I apologize, boys. To me, like I said, this, if it wasn't for WCW, he'd have been another dude.
Okay.
With a great physique. That's it. I'm not trying to bag on what Goldberg was in WCW.
Yeah.
At the time, people were tuning in. Reason I have tribal on my arm is because Bill Goldberg was that dude, and I went, what is that tattoo? I want to get something like that.
Do you feel as though it, again, maybe not deserving, sure, at least on our end, but do you think there still could have been the route where, again, I've been mentioning it, WWE slopping things together? Could WWE have built this up better where he admitted himself he did 3 interviews in 6 months trying to build up this match?
No,
only
because
3.
no one gives a crap.
Okay,
No one.
And that's where I sit
Nobody
still.
gives a crap. He announced it on College Game Day, and no pop.
Okay.
None.
Okay.
In a college atmosphere, you got because nobody knows who you are.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I see his quote. Just he says, hey, "I'm pissed off how it went out, so much into it, and I don't feel like he doesn't feel like the effort was reciprocated to put the stamp on it, of what he's accomplished. You think it could have been done differently? That's all. I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy with the setting. You could, but it could have been done better. Absolutely, it could have been absolutely done better. That's what he says. So, I think it could have been done betterly. I think and it also is probably the realization that for him, he didn't realize that, hey, I think I'm the main character, and it's not like WWE's just like, no, this is just something to counterbook AEW. Where, again, it's WWE, like maybe stop counterbooking and just focus on your product and making it better instead of just trying to slop something together and like just saying, hey, this will do it, because no, these guys are firing and fighting. So that's all I got to say. Maybe. Again, I don't. Again, maybe, but I still see where there was a lack of effort, even on the WWE side of when you only hear again, you don't need to push this guy to the moon. He doesn't need to have a match leading up to his last match or a run like that. But again, 3 interviews in 6 months, like you could have had him on. Every wrestler has a podcast. Why didn't he do Taker? Why didn't he do Stone Cold?
Wonder why he didn't do Taker.
Well, damn it, they have some. If CM Punk got to Saudi, I think there's a big enough paycheck for the Undertaker to do an interview with Goldberg for 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Co-hosted by Michelle McCool. Yeah. Brought to you by Cash App. Yeah. Was there anything else again on Goldberg?
To me, this is sour grapes. Once again, I will sit here and say it until I'm blue in the face. If anyone gave a crap that it was his last match, it probably would have been promoted better.
Yeah, that's fair. So, again, if anything, shout out to Gunther for just carrying. Hopefully your back is okay from carrying just yet another just trash bag of a performance. So let's go ahead and see. Recapping maybe Great American Bash quickly. How's that sound? Sure. Not breeze through it, but we kind of get to everything. Let's see. Javon Evans and Jasper Troy in a singles match.
Decent match.
Okay. All right. I'll take your
maybe
word for it.
Maybe a little above decent.
Cool.
Well, in my eyes, Javon Evans doesn't do. Javon Evans is 20 years old. If he keeps going the way he's going to be that Will Ospreay type dude for WWE.
Yeah, no, you've been putting that label on him. We'll have to see. Again, maybe he gets a little bit older, mature, and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. Jasper Troy, nothing on the guy other than you can't trust anybody with 2 first names, so that's gonna live by that. On to the tag team match, we have Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. It wasn't later on until Evolution that we see her kind of turn, but let's go ahead and see Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe taking on Fatal Influence of JC Jane and Fallon Henley.
No one cares.
Thank you.
Phelan.
That main evented?
That main evented, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was bad.
I got nothing really. Like I said, I wasn't really paying attention to it. It was on.
It is what it is.
I was checking in.
Great American Bash was not great.
Yeah, it was.
It was an American
That was the main
Bash.
thing where it's just some people were just saying exactly like this was your effort. Like if you're really gonna counter book and put like that was your best foot forward. Like that's what you lead off
It was
with.
an American Bash.
Oh, there you go. It was an American Bash.
Nothing great about it.
NXT North American Championship match, the Falls Count Anywhere with Ethan Page and Ricky Saints.
It was a great 0-hour match.
Yeah, solid. Rampage.
It was a great 0-hour match.
I mean, there was nothing special. They brought the furniture in. They slammed them here. They slammed them there. They put the chairs together to put the spine to make it hurt more.
It's Ricky Saints and Ethan Page doing exactly what they did in AEW.
Yeah. This would have been. I wouldn't. I think that one probably caught my attention the most, just because they were using the furniture,
working together,
slamming through tables. So again, yeah, I'll give you that. But like I said, that's not really much to pick through. On to the NXT Women's North American Championship match. Sol Ruka retaining against Easy Dame.
Listen.
Just add more value to that autograph card I got.
Sol Ruka is the best female talent they have down there right now.
There you go. Okay.
And that includes, she has, listen, we can sit here and debate that she may have the best finisher in all of wrestling right now. The Soul Snatcher is legit.
It's fun to look at. Again, just wrestling logically. I'm just like, I really hate just, what are those called? Just when you jump off, like the cutters. I don't like, you just, as an opponent, you're just kind of watching. You jump into it, just like, well, that's just logically just so dumb.
Let me put it to you this way.
It does look cool.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If a guy had this finisher, how many times do you think he would have missed this?
I'm sure they probably. I don't have a number in mind. They would have missed it a couple times. I'm sure.
She hasn't missed it once.
Yeah.
Has not missed. She has never missed. That's, to me, is what makes her
very impressive. Yeah.
Impressive. Yeah.
There you go. Finally, for the NXT Championship, Obafemi retaining against Yoshika Inamura.
Meat slapping meat.
Meat slapping meat.
Meat slapping meat.
Was there again?
You knew the title wasn't going to change, so why even?
It looks like we're seeing more of this guy too, Yoshika Inamura.
He's basically doing.
Is he going to take the
in
pin?
NXT what Omos was doing over in
a little trade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's spending some time with NXT.
Okay, so that was the guy from Noah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. They want to send him to AAA.
He can be in AAA.
He can be in AAA. He can be that in Japan too. Yeah. That's my whole thing. Is like, no offense, and I know you guys are super young, but that's what Andre the Giant was.
Yeah, that still sells in that market in Japan and Mexico. So I know.
They could, honest to God though, and I'm being very real when I say this, they could probably put him in TNA and he'd be a special attraction.
I think so. I mean, yeah, he could really dominate. It could be really one of those things. There's no one like that down there other than maybe Moose that can maybe take him down.
Moose might be the only dude over 6'4".
Yeah, I think so. Okay. That's true. That's very true.
Who?
Omos.
Oh, is it almost?
It could be. We're still under investigation.
Painting his skin?
We'll have to see.
That's not right.
Let's see. How about into Evolution 2? How's that?
Evolution to me was bookended.
Is it mystery?
Was bookended beautifully. Bookended beautifully.
Okay.
The triple threat to start off the pay-per-view was phenomenally well done.
Okay.
But once again, you had three workhorses. You had Bayley, Lyra, and Becky.
Yeah.
I will say this. The pin by Becky might have been one of the more unique pins I've seen in a very long time.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm a fan of that match. I'll say that much.
Yeah. So that opened it up, like you said. You were telling me of the card. Definitely check out the opener. Definitely check out the match to close it out. But definitely in between, we have. Let's see. Let's start off with the women's tag team title. I don't know.
Missed opportunity.
I don't know what it was in chronological order. It was the NXT. Okay, well the NXT women's tag.
No, it was a women's title match.
Okay, so JC Jane and Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the turn right here for Blake Monroe on Jordan Grace.
It wasn't.
Yeah, because everyone already felt like she was doing a heel.
No, like she accidentally hit Jordan in the back with the title, but then just stood there and smiled. So it's not like a true turn where you could tell that she hit. Like it wasn't obvious.
Gotcha. So they'll play it off a little bit back and forth.
Maybe.
We'll say. All right. We'll see.
I
from
hope
there.
not.
What was after that?
The Battle Royal.
Really?
Oh, it was the quad. It was the
the
fatal
women's tag
four-way.
team: Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez taking on Alexa
Huge missed
Bliss.
opportunity by WWE.
Taking on Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Kabuki Warriors, and then Sol Ruka and Zarya.
Huge missed opportunity.
How so?
It should have been put on Lexa
And Charlotte?
and Charlotte.
Okay.
100%.
Do tell.
You want these tag team titles to mean something? You put them on people that mean something.
Yeah. I can see that in that.
Alexa Bliss, Charlotte. The fact that they have merch that says "We're not friends" and then has their logos on the back is phenomenally well
Tells
done.
me they're friends. No, I'm just
They are friends. They're really good,
Yeah, I
close friends, from what I understand.
I think the women's
But
locker room is
to
pretty well.
throw that strap on Charlotte and Alexa with the dynamic
Put
that
the
they
star
have
power
going
under
on,
that name. Yes.
and they can have, once again, putting titles on workhorses on titles that have kind of fallen off.
Yeah, a little
or
bit.
have never been.
And that adds a little bit more, like you said, if Raquel and Roxanne drop the titles.
Roxanne's going to have her time.
Yeah.
I get that. They are vastly underutilizing Raquel.
Yeah, and she said that she's trying to take the advice from Kevin Nash. She said she's going to try and work big. Like she's going to try and work.
She
like
needs
a big,
to
like
start working big again.
She is. So she took that advice. She's going to start doing that. You saw a little bit on Raw, I believe, a little inkling of that. But like I said, I have to really deep dive into it. But like I said, that does kind of add to that storyline. Again, if Raquel and Roxanne drop the titles, that adds even more fuel to like, oh, when Liv comes in, like, oh, you're trying to work my boyfriend. You lost our titles, like that type deal. Like it adds more fuel to that. So again, yeah, I could see definitely a missed opportunity for sure. Okay.
Legal.
Okay, gotcha. So it was just a mess in that sense. All right, gotcha. On to what would be the Tiffany Stratton and Trish. Okay, so Tiffany and Trish for the WWE Women's Championship. For a second, I think they teased that could have been Trish winning the title, but if not, Tiffany. It's still Tiffany time, walking away with the title. Anything with that?
Nah.
She has, yeah, that's true. That's true. It doesn't seem like it.
Phenomenally well done by an almost 50-year-old woman.
That's true.
I'll give her credit where credit's due, but once again, yeah. And I don't necessarily blame Trish.
Okay, gotcha.
Tell me a great match she's had. And there's your answer. There's your answer.
I mean, maybe. Ooh. Wow. Watch your mouth. Watch
Sit
your
down.
mouth. Watch your mouth.
I will say this. Oh,
Nyla looked
we
good in
haven't
the
gotten
women.
to it. We
Nyla looked
haven't-
good in the Battle Royal.
Okay.
I don't really like finding myself agreeing with him, but Bully Ray did make a good point. She's like, Tiffany, there's not really much depth with her. What is it? What is it other than a
You
catchphrase?
need to see more character.
And blonde hair. Like, yeah,
You need to see more character.
it's tough. It's tough. So again, I didn't really get that vibe, but Trish Stratus, like again, maybe we'll see her again the next.
Yeah, they've
next
kind
time?
of said that she's not done yet,
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it.
which is fine.
And again, she'll probably get a better send-off than Goldberg. Rightfully so. We'll see. This would be the no holds barred Jade Cargill and Naomi, which Naomi, you had razor blades all over your outfit, but
You brought this up, and I didn't think it was
utilize it
amusing.
at all. This is kind of like when Darby just like used the tacks on his back, but like those they utilized them like that. You just had dull razor blades on the
Fake-
front of yous.
Fake razor blades.
What are we doing? Use that could have cut out. You could have used them really. I don't know. I did. Again, maybe it's just my AEW indie brain or something like that.
Didn't do
but-
anything for me.
Yeah, no.
Solid falls count anywhere, kind of.
Yeah. So there you have it, and then finishing our what would be the Battle Royal. What was the big return?
They hit there was no big return.
What was
Nikki
no-
Bella? That was the big effing return.
And I saw her on Raw the next time. I'm like, why?
That's it.
Really? And she got a win.
It was
she
all-
beat Chelsea Green.
I know. They're
Why?
And not only that, she's now carrying with
Congratulations.
It
Think so.
for me was the most disappointing battle royal ever.
Gotcha.
It was all NXT, SmackDown, and Raw girls.
That's
You
tough.
didn't have a single legend come back except for Nikki.
All right.
Although I will say there is one star that's shown very bright and probably has gotten over a little
You
bit.
were saying I don't want to. I think I knew who you're talking
Lash
about.
Legend.
There you go. Yeah.
Lash
You were
Legend
telling
had
me.
a phenomenal battle royal.
Okay.
I'll give her that.
Shout out to her. I'll have to see. Like I said.
Where's he going?
Disappointed. Hungry. There we go. All righty. Fair enough. See the commitment level we got in our crew? Crazy.
Your salary is getting cut.
Holy Christmas. Well, there you go. We'll see you in a little bit there for dogs there, Buckaroo. All righty. And finishing up here with the main event for the women's world title, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. No winner between them two because out comes Naomi with that belt or with that money in the bank. Cashes in, gets the dub. Thoughts, questions, concerns.
It was a bad cash in. I mean, the cash in was cool, but the actual cashing in was poorly done.
Oh yeah, I saw that where she cashed in, grabbed it, hit her in the head, and then cashed in officially. And then Michael Cole, great save, of course, but still lazy booking. It's a triple threat, so that means no disqualification. Oh my God! So yeah,
Up to that point,
heard the match was amazing. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
I would put it just and very slightly just underneath the triple threat at WrestleMania.
If it played out just them two, would that have cracked it?
It
Had it
probably
ended clean?
Yeah. If it had ended clean, I might have put
But
it
this
over
is funny
the
where
WrestleMania match.
you bring up MJF cashing in at the end of All In, and here comes Naomi to cash in at the end of Evolution. How does that? Why is that not still satisfactory?
It's still a solid cash in. I just think, and I'm not. Once again, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy the. I was saying if you wanted a true heel turn for, because this
Does that not? It
this-
didn't hit the same thing for Naomi, kind of ruining a.
Oh no,
solid
this
match?
absolutely made her because there were people cheering for Naomi.
Yeah.
This absolutely made her a complete heel.
Okay.
100% heel.
Fair enough.
She took over Liv Morgan.
Oh, all right.
And I think that's why they did it.
Okay, yeah.
She is now numero uno heel on Raw, which led to the triple threat that will happen at SummerSlam, which, let's go. I think Naomi and Bianca Belair are right there with one another athletically. And I think kudos to Naomi because, once again, this is a girl that has busted her butt to get where she's at.
Yeah, the little stint in TNA coming back.
Helped her arc her character.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think that her character right now that she's playing is a little bit something of what she was doing in TNA.
I mean, at the very least, it just gives you a little bit more, just working with different people in a different setting. So it kind of brought that different thing. So different style. And for what it's worth, like I said, that's just me, really calling balls and strikes on the razor blades thing. That's just me trying to make a joke. But
no, I
her
think it's
overall
hilarious.
character, the new change in the gear, the showing us like what she's putting in the Money in the Bank briefcase when she had it, like that was good. That was all in fun. So this could be fun. This could be a good, nice little run for Naomi. So good for her. Oh, Naomi winning it in general? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Again, it doesn't really make necessarily sense, but it's still like it's fine. Like your gimmick is caution tape. You're okay. I mean, sure. Yeah. Be aware. Traffic signs. So yeah.
Dead bodies.
Yeah, dead bodies everywhere. Yeah. So that was Evolution. Anything else in the WWE realm that we didn't hit, that we didn't talk about? I don't think so. I think we hit just about anything and everything.
Other than Punk becoming #1 contender.
Yeah.
To Gunther, which I know you love.
Yeah. Again, we'll have to see how that plays out. I did like the one picture that someone put up, like the young Gunther with his green hair versus young CM Punk with his red hair, like the really like grimy Punk days of both of these kids. So we'll see how that plays out. Those are always also one of my funniest things when they put up an old poster and it's just all the guys like of the current card, but of their like indie days. So it's like Jey Uso when he's really young, Sami Zayn from his Ring of Honor days. So there you go, there you have it.
They did the worst spot on Raw, though.
Sami Zayn was in Ring of Honor?
Yeah. Oh, El Generico, yes.
They did the worst spot on Raw. Jey Uso came out. They cut off his music. He then took down Braun Breaker twice outside. He went back and kept yeeting. How was this guy a world champion?
You gotta give the people what they want.
Exactly.
They want to yeet. Mindlessly yeet. Well, there you go. When
You're
we come
all
back,
sheep.
yes. And when we come back, we will mindlessly create our own Dream Wrestler here. We got $15 here in Scotty's World when we return here at Backcomer Wrestling.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments, and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed naked clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
Can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back, and we got a little budget. We're here in Scotty's world. We have to create our own wrestler and see what we can do here, folks. So let's go ahead and have some fun here. Do you have the picture up on the lower bottom? So there you go, so people can follow at home and see along. Maybe can you blow that up for the folks at home as well? There we
Just
go.
put it full screen.
Yeah, just
they
put
don't
full
need to see
screen.
our ugly mugs.
Exactly. You can just kind of have fun.
Oh,
So
that'll help me.
We're going to create a wrestler here. We have our finisher.
Instead of being on my phone, like
We
a
have our
weirdo.
signature. We have our body type. We have our move set. We have our entrances. All right here. All for $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5. We have $15. That is our budget between the two of us. How do we want to do this? We want to go full on, just create our own back-to-back, or do we want to go
I'd say we go each column.
each column?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All righty. You said you had yours first, so go
Yeah.
ahead. Start off with the finisher. What do we want to do?
Finisher, I'm going $4 RKO.
Okay. All right. $4 RKO. I'm going to go ahead and do a finisher. I'm going to take the $5 route. I'm going to go with the tombstone.
Oh.
I'm going to go with the tombstone with my $5 off the board already. So
$5 off the board.
go with tombstone. I think I was already kind of able to map this out a little bit. So let's see if I can do this right. So I got the tombstone going in the first finisher set.
Have you picked yours, sir?
Gotcha.
Go for it.
I'm gonna take the curb stomp.
Okay. He's taking the curb stomp, the $3
$3.
route.
I was thinking the stunner for budget wise, but hard to sell for some people, so curb stomp.
Okay, I like that. On to the signature section. What do we want to go with here?
I am going Blue Thunder Bomb.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm cheaping out a little bit here. I'm going with the Blue Thunder
It
Bomb.
is such a good move. It is maybe one of the most underrated moves in all of wrestling.
Blue Thunder Bomb, obviously Takeshna's Blue Thunder Bomb with El Phantasmo, still one of the most satisfying table breaks to this date. And that was usually the Blue Thunder Bomb, of course. I like that move for that, and I kind of like it for the route that I'm going with. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but I got the Tombstone and the Blue Thunder Bomb so far. You have the RKO and the Blue Thunder Bomb. What are you going with, Scotty?
I'm kind of taking the same. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's fair.
No, everybody with the Blue Thunder.
this
That
was
should
the-
tell you it is the most underrated signature move
list
in
is
the
awful.
business.
Yeah,
list
the
is
signature
awful.
list is maybe mispriced, where I probably would have put the Spear at $1. I probably would have put the 619 at I probably put the 619 at $3. Put the Superman Punch at $5. But I think maybe the signature route was a little mispriced.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler.
Folks.
No,
Back to the-
it's Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh, gee whiz. Alrighty, so we have our finisher, we have our signature. Let's actually create what we're looking at here. What's our body type? Who are we looking at? What type of guy are we looking at here?
Anybody want to guess?
Are you gonna go with the Finn Balor route? Who you
No.
going? Keith Lee?
Keith Lee.
Okay.
I'm going Keith. Now, for me, the reason I pick Keith Lee is because how cool could he make the RKO? How cool could he make the Blue Thunder Bomb?
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go on the opposite route. I'm gonna go with the $5 option. I'm gonna go with Omos. I think I have a fun idea with what I'm gonna do with
See, and that's
my
kinda
guy and my
where I was
moveset,
at.
because a 7'4", just an athletic guy that I'm gonna go ahead and roll with potentially in the next moveset section. So I'm already at $11, but I think, like I said, I think I can still make some magic happen.
I'm
here.
sitting at a comfortable $7 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at 8 because I'm taking Bobby Lashley.
Okay. All right, that's fair. There we go. Yeah, we just talked about it. He's just an enigma. Just 20 years later, doesn't look any different. How about our move set? What are we looking at like in the move set?
Move set, I'm going $5. I'm going AJ Styles.
Okay, so you got Keith Lee. You got a 6'4", just humongous human being flying around, giving phenomenal forearms, Styles
I
clashes.
have Bobby Lashley doing Styles clashes with a curb stomp.
I went with a similar athletic route but still matches the big man mold that I have here. I went Cesaro with $3.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think the Omos build with the Cesaro moveset of the swing, still does the chops, still just tosses people around like there's no problem because he's just freakishly strong. I went with the Cesaro $3 route.
Nice.
So I think I'm putting together a pretty solid character here. Hopefully his mic skills are a little bit better than my body type, but let's go ahead. Yeah.
Now, can we come? This is probably going to give it away. Can we come under budget, or do we have to spend all 15?
I was going at exactly. This left me with exactly $1 left. So for me, I have Ric Flair. I have to go Ric Flair with this route because with all that added up to 14. So I have to go $1 with Ric Flair.
I'm okay with it. The Fiend.
Okay. Fiend.
I'm taking Edge, getting with the greatest wrestling theme ever. Just to
See,
get
that's
that
why I
pop.
asked if I could come in under budget.
You could. Yeah, that would be fine. I wouldn't mind.
I need him strutting his stuff across, making sure he gets his stuff in.
If you want to go under budget and go with Edge, I think that's still okay. Like I said, I was left with what I had, so I liked my mold spending. Exactly
I like all
my
of ours.
$50, so this was fun. This was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine.
Now I'm going to go home and create a wrestler on 2K.
Yeah, I'm going to go create a 7'4" guy with Cesaro's moveset and Ric Flair. Imagine Omos walking out with a nice little strut with a robe.
Do you imagine?
Omos dude, an Omos uppercut would just annihilate you. A flying thing from that. He does that.
He can absolutely do the spin, though.
The spin would be insane. He would toss you into the front row. You'd
hit
shot.
the ropes, probably.
Yeah. I mean, my goodness. What a build we had here for all of us, folks. So create your own at home. Create your own down in the comment section down below. That ought to be fun. And that too. Vote for your favorites. Say who's got the best besides mine. All righty, folks. So let's see. Anything else to wrap up with here, folks? We were here for a bit.
Yeah.
So,
it was like the preview. We had a lot to get to.
Had a lot to get to. Had a lot to recap, and rightfully so. So, folks, when we get back next time, it'll just be all tons more between AEW Chicago residency and whatever else that WWE's on to. So, till then, support your local indies. We'll see you next time. Bad Karma Wrestling. We'll see yous.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.